Alright, so this is the updated video. First of all, just want to say, bruh, we did it. You know what I'm saying? We did it. This is going to be more of a personal video, kind of. More of like a life update on like what's been going on and, you know, how I'm going to move forward with this. So first of all, I appreciate everybody for the support. You know, I started this really like a year ago. This channel at the beginning of the year. We started off with the YouTube shorts, and you know, we're gonna continue that series. I did a lot of thinking about it. You know, nothing's permanent, so the plan for it was to, you know, just do it until, I don't know, whenever. But I think a good stopping point would be a year. So probably right around the 365 days of it would probably be the end of it. But y'all don't gotta worry, because now we're moving on to long form videos, you know, where I'm gonna just be talking about my life and stuff like that, because there are big plans. And I appreciate y'all for being on this journey with me. Yeah, man, lately I've been good, been grinding, you know, and there's really like a big thing coming that I don't want to say just yet, because the video is coming, right? But just know, like, the whole environment is about to change, the whole vibes and stuff like that, content, you know, we're just gonna keep it going. You know, y'all gonna continue to see me, you know, because one thing about me is I'm not a quitter, you know. Also, before I continue, I'm gonna just let y'all know right now, I'm not really into the whole fancy editing and stuff like that, so y'all gonna get, you know, the real raw reaction from me, you know, real raw, just video. So don't really expect any cuts or many editing, you know, because I'm here to be as honest and as, you know, real as it could be, you know, because I really see y'all as my family, and y'all really push me, man, you know, on my like darkest times when I'm down, you know. Sometimes I just come on the YouTube app, you know, the algorithm, check my analytics and stuff. And you know, I got people that actually support what I do, you know, and see something in me. So, you know, y'all really do keep it pushing, keep me pushing, you know. And of course, I also want to thank, you know, the people that I surround myself with, you know what I'm saying, the brothers, you know, they've been really pushing me to be great, you know what I'm saying, to keep on going and do, you know, this thing that I love, you know what I mean? So, yeah, but enough of the rambling. Let's talk about, you know, how it all started, you know. So, roughly a year ago, I decided I was going to give this content creation thing a chance, because for years I've been wanting to do it, you know, for the longest, and I could never get myself to do it, you know. I could never really get myself to take that chance, because I just didn't have no self like value, you know what I'm saying? I just didn't really see much in myself, but was just going through a lot of really just mental battles throughout my life. And now we're like a whole lot better, you know. And I just realized that you're really not getting any younger, you know what I mean? You really aren't. So it's like you got to take that chance. You know what I'm saying? You got to do what it is that you told yourself you want to do, you know, right? Because it really is one thing to say it, but it's another thing to, you know, put that action in, you know. And there are people out there that are taking that chance. So why not you? You know, like you see it on YouTube all the time, and like different content creators like just making it, you know what I'm saying, doing what they love to do. And it's like you're no different. You know what I'm saying? Like, and to my people that are watching that, you know, still haven't really started anything, I say do it. You know what I'm saying? Whatever it is that you want to do, it doesn't matter if you feel embarrassed, you know, because honestly, you know, I've had many embarrassing moments in my life, and I'll be embarrassed 1,000 times more. You know what I'm saying? It just doesn't matter, bro. Nobody cares. You know what I mean? Like, just do you, you know? Like, if you got to sit here and try to satisfy everybody, you're not going to live life, you know? And that was my biggest problem throughout my life, was just, you know, I wanted to be a people pleaser. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to just, I don't know, I guess be good in a way, viewed as a good person, I guess, to everybody. And it comes with consequences because you put yourself, you know, behind, right? And I heard this from somewhere. It's like, you know, you pour into everybody's cup, right? And they're going to just continue to drink it, right? Until it's empty, right? Until they leave you empty. And then when you're not able to provide or benefit, you know, anymore, it's like, you know, it's time to leave. It's time to go, you know. You see it all the time. So, you know, I really want y'all to put yourself first, you know, put yourself first and stop trying to be somebody that you're not, you know. You know, stop trying to win somebody over, you know, when you haven't even won yourself over, you know, because you'll just end up wasting time. And, you know, time is very valuable. And that's really another reason why I started to do the things that I love, because there were so many years of depression, so many years of just being down, you know, and it's like, you know, at some point you reach a point where it's like, what am I doing? You know what I'm saying? Like, when is it enough, right? When is enough? You know what I'm saying? Like, at some point, you just gotta know, right? You just gotta break out of that cycle. You know what I'm saying? Every single year, it's like you go through the same thing. You know what I'm saying? You're wondering, why am I in this same position? You know? And I'm gonna be real with y'all, man. You know, I'm still, you know, living with my parents for the longest, and you know, it's like, yeah, there's benefits to it, you know, but it's like at the same time, it just didn't feel right, you know. And to me, I felt like I was being kind of like manipulated, like all the time, you know. And it's like, you know, family, they're just not gonna understand, you know what I'm saying? I've always been that person that was out the way, you know, different. you know, and then to add on top of it being like the only child. So, you gotta really maneuver through life like on your own and really like figure stuff out, and that's what I'm really coming across right now is, you know, you got to find a way. You know what I'm saying? Life is going to hit you with everything. I'm talking about everything. It doesn't matter if you have a good day, it doesn't matter if you have a bad day. Anything can happen. So why not live your life to the fullest? Why not take that extra step, Because I've given up many times, and guess what? All it did was lead me back to the same spot, the same place in my life, you know what I'm saying? And yeah, it just feels like you can't break out of it, right? But the truth is, like, nobody's gonna come to save you, you know? I'm just being honest with y'all because I'm speaking off of experience, Like, and like I said, it's cool, right? It's cool to live with your people because, you know, everything is like pretty much done for you. Like a lot of stuff is just easy, you know what I'm saying? You're just living life on easy mode, but that's was the biggest problem for me, you know what I'm saying? I didn't have that drive, that motivation to really push forward, because I was so comfortable, you know, with my life, I wasn't happy with it, right? And I knew that. And I knew that for the longest I wanted to change up, right? So yeah, I just decided like I'm gonna work with what I got. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be grateful for what I got. I've always been grateful, but you know, whatever position you're in right now, just understand, bro, there are a lot of people that would take your spot at any moment. Like you gotta really appreciate what you got and work with what you got. You know what I'm saying? Like for real, because these things could be taken away from you at any moment. You know, and you don't realize how much you should have appreciated until it's gone. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, for my people out there, you know, do what you got to do. You know what I'm saying? But all right, so what was the plan? You know what I'm saying? What was the plan? So for me, it was more so like just do it. Whatever it is that I was interested in, I was just going to record. And one of the things that I started was going back to the gym. You know what I'm saying? I made a commitment. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I said to myself that I'm going to go to the gym every single day. Every single day. No excuses. It didn't matter if I was tired. It doesn't matter if it's a work day. It doesn't matter if you just don't feel like it. You know what I'm saying? Those are the best times for you to go. It doesn't matter if it's raining, if it's the cold weather. It doesn't matter, bro. Like the best thing that you can do for yourself is to show up. You know what I'm saying? The only exception is okay. If the gym isn't open, I'm still working out. You know what I'm saying? I'm still gonna be outside figuring it out. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what you gotta do. Sometimes you gotta really adjust to what the environment presents you. So yeah, like, or it'll be like, if you just can't do it, I understand, but the biggest part is you showing up. You know what I'm saying? You always show up to what's important to you. You know what I'm saying? What's going to benefit you in the long run. You know what I'm saying? You don't cheat it. You feel me? So whatever it is that you do, make a commitment, and stick to it. It doesn't have to be big, you know what I'm saying? Make it, you know, sustainable, right? But challenge yourself, push yourself, you know what I mean? Like, still be uncomfortable, like some that people just wouldn't be willing to commit to, you know what I'm saying? Like, whatever it is that you want to do, do it, you know what I'm saying? It just doesn't hurt. Another thing was, like, I really locked in with, my peoples, you know what I'm saying? When I say my peoples, I mean really my coworkers, but I really see them as family too, my brothers, because, they also pushed me, you know what I'm saying? Like, we was talking about some real stuff. Like, I just remember it at work, talking to bro about, like, my dreams and stuff like that, what I want to do. And it's like, just all of them were just telling me, like, bro, go ahead. You have nothing to lose, You have nothing to lose. Like, this is not a forever thing. And, like, life is too short for you to be, on BS, pretty much. Like, we can't be doing that, Like, you gotta want something. You got to, So, yeah. What else? Let's see. So, yeah, what y'all can really be expecting from me is definitely more long form videos. I've been really working hard on the background, trying to make something happen. Like I said, I can't tell y'all much, but if you know, you know. You know what I'm saying? There's going to be environment change. There's going to be just more coming out of me, What else? And yeah, just have that. I just need y'all to have that mindset of moving forward. You know what I'm saying? Like, us as humans, we are programmed to walk forward, right? I'm not saying that you can't walk backwards, right? But most of your life, you're going to be walking forward, right? But what am I really trying to say here? What I'm trying to say is focus on the things that are in front of you, right? Focus on the things that are in front of you. Focus on the things that you can see, you know what I mean? Because if you look back, right, all you see is past traumas, right? You see people that are trying to backstab you. You see all the haters, you know what I'm saying, waiting for you to come back, reel you in, you know what I'm saying? But, you are not that person, right? You don't give up, you know what I'm saying? You don't work hard. You done got to this point, you know what I mean? From point A to B, you know what I'm saying? You took the necessary steps, you know what I'm saying? You didn't skip, you didn't cheat the way out, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, why would I, decide to go back to my old ways, them depressive ways, the old me, you know what I'm saying? The me that didn't have no discipline, that had no life at all, that just felt like a loser, And when I could be literally a step away from where I want to be, So the spot that you're at right now, you're where you need to be. And just remember to look forward and move forward, Just keep on going. Like, just don't look back at all, you know what I'm saying? I understand that life happens and that sometimes you have to take a step back, right? I understand it. You know what I'm saying? Trust me, I do. But, don't tell me that you can't go. Don't tell me that you can't move forward. You know what I'm saying? Don't tell me you can't take that next step. Give me one step. At least. Give me one step. That's all I'm asking of you. Because if you can do that, what makes you think you can't do another one? You know what I'm saying? You done push over your limit. You know what I'm saying? The limit that you put onto your mind. And That's another thing. It's just like having that mental strength, man. I had to really overcome it. You know what I'm saying? That mental strength. You have to have it, you know, because life is going to eat you up, you know. And you have to know how to think for yourself. You're going to have to know how to move. You know what I'm saying? Figure it out. I'm telling you, you have to. You know, find a way or make one. That's it. There's no other options. Either you find your way out or you make your way out. Because guess what? There is always light at the end of the tunnel, right? There's always light at the end of the tunnel, right? So keep on going. I'm telling you, bro. I don't care if you're a couple steps away. You're gonna make it, right? You're gonna make it. You know, don't let the outside sources take you away from your purpose. That's all you need to worry about. Because, like, you gotta think about it. Who cares about the things that you went through all your life? You made it through the storm, right? You're still here. You're still here. So while you're still here, why not do something? Why not figure it out, right? It doesn't matter if you don't know, right? Figure it out. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna know something, right? You're gonna reach that point where it's like, what am I doing with my life? All right? Like, don't be okay with being a loser. You know, don't be okay with not having self-value, self-worth. You know what I'm saying? That's not how your life should go, man. Because you're gonna get taken advantage of, and you're not gonna know why. And also, don't look at, you know, those so-called negative things in life as a negative thing, because everything that you go through, right, whether it be went through a bad breakup, you got cheated on, you being accused of anything, like, I don't know, just anything, right? A flat tire, whatever it is, bro, just know you can get through it, and you're gonna get through it. You know, that's what really identifies you, right? You know what I'm saying? Those are called tests. You know what I'm saying? Tests from the universe. Like, are you truly ready to move on? You know what I'm saying? That's the universe really testing you to see if you are really about what you say you're about. So, you know, just understand, bro, you're gonna get through it. You know, put yourself first. You know, be selfish. Yes, I said it, be selfish. You know, it's not a bad thing, because everybody else is going to be selfish. Everybody else is going to put themselves first. So why not you? You're not an exception. You're not any different, bro. Put yourself first. You know, because when you're at your best, you can give everybody else your best. When you're at your best, right, you can see the best in others. You know what I'm saying? You can see the intentions, you know what I'm saying, the reality of this world, right? So have self-respect and self-value, you know, never let go, you know what I'm saying, and stop chasing, you know, things that aren't meant for you. Don't chase at all, you know. But yeah, moving forward, I would say you guys can expect, okay, you guys can expect some, I would say, daily streams from me. Yep. Your boy is gonna be streaming, man. So that's definitely one thing that I wanted to do, and I'm gonna make happen. Oh yeah, just have this mindset, right? or just understand this, right? I ain't made it yet, but I make it happen, right? So it doesn't matter if you made it or not. It's whether or not you want to make it happen. You know what I'm saying? That's the difference, right? Because even when you get your little success, you know what I'm saying? Woo, woo, woo. Understand? You gotta keep on pushing. I don't care what you accomplish. Keep going. Do more. Why can't you? You know what I'm saying? You done reached this amount of income or whatever. That's cool. You know what I'm saying? Or I don't know. You done land your dream job. You done did whatever. You done made whatever happen, right? Okay. Is that the end? Are you still living? If you are, there's more to do. There's more to do. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't be comfortable, man. Don't be okay with just accomplishing something and that's it. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, you got to keep on going because anything can happen. You know, anything can happen. Like, really, like, live your life to the fullest, man. For real. And obviously, spread the positivity. You know what I'm saying? Help others out. You know, because at the end of the day, man, to me, I see y'all as family. You know what I'm saying? Y'all are really what pushed me to keep going. You know, I see those comments all the time. You know, for the person that been consistently watching my videos and, you know, commenting every single day. Like, I really do see it. Like, I want you to know, like, I really appreciate you. You know, I really do. Like, for like believing in me, giving me a chance at this. After a lot of failed attempts, a lot of, you know, just a lot. So you just know, like, if you're stuck, man, like, y'all can really be on this journey with me. That's really my whole purpose of this. You know, I don't do this for anything else, right? I love doing this because it's my purpose. Like, I really, really believe in it. And, like, you know, I just want to motivate people to keep going. But, like, I don't want y'all to just watch me. Like, I want y'all to really go after your dreams. Like, bro, do it with me. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not just you watching somebody else, you know, going after what they want. Like, nah, like, you gotta go too. Like, you know, I'm just here to show y'all, like, yeah, like, get up, you know what I'm saying? Lock in, you know what I'm saying? Like, don't fold, right? Because when you get into that comfortable state, comfortable mindset, right? Comfortable living space, guess what? You're gonna make bad decisions. And that's really what happened to me. Is like, I got so comfortable here, right? And I'm over feeling like, yeah, I'm doing it. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm making things happen and stuff like that. I'm like, and then I make like little exceptions. I make like little, I'm breaking the rules. I'm trying to, you know, maneuver through, you know what I'm saying? Trying to cheat the game, you know what I'm saying? When I told myself, okay, boom, I'm not going to be messing with nobody, right? I'm not going to be over here trying to sneak around, you know what I'm saying? Have the little vibes and stuff like that, you know? So I broke the rule, right? I folded, right? And that was literally like a couple months ago. Like, my peoples even saw it. Like, it was bad. It was bad. Like, it was a terrible decision. Like, I really came across somebody that was willing to really suck all the energy out of me. Like, just take it all away. You know what I'm saying? I was on a good streak. You know what I'm saying? My vibrational levels was high. And I was just on it, right? But because I made the decision that, hey, I feel like I can do this because I so-called deserve it, right? But that's really not what it is. Like, you feel me? That's really not what it is, man. Like, there's no such thing as you doing enough